Um, Hi. I'm gonna put this on my story later, but I just wanted to go like live because I, after being like socially absent for so long, being like spiritually absent, I guess, if you come back, you have to do it like the right way, you know? So I want to start like these focus Fridays where like I'll get input from people like throughout the week, and then like I'll talk about it on Friday, and then like if you have input or you like feel like this should be something different, like you can tell me, like that's chill. Um, so essentially, I just want to like talk about things that people don't talk about. I don't want to talk about it. I want to more so be about it. That's why I'm kind of doing a live. Um, in my life, I recently realized like child or like materialistic things, like items that you want, are like nothing, you know? I feel like my whole life I've always been trying to get to like the house of Newport and chasing this thing, you know? But ultimately, it's not that. I feel like this summer has been really different or changing. It's been a season for a lot of people. Like a lot of people have gone through like change. You know, people have lost their jobs, people have lost loved ones have become sick. You know, people are getting married. It's like a heavy marriage season, but bottom line, like change is happening. And it's a big wave, especially for our generation of like millennials, you know. I feel like there's a lot of temptation in like this. I don't know what you believe in or whatever, but there's just a lot of temptation everywhere. Like you can swipe right and bang somebody at your house that night, you know. Or swipe left. I don't know how it works. Essentially, you know, I want to be able to like kind of be that example for people that are kind of going through it rough, because it's kind of how you use the energy, you know, or it's what you can make the energy do for you more so. You don't need to, you know, mope on a situation and look at it like, you know, milk spilt or whatever. I don't even know the saying, but you know what I'm saying. Like, you don't need to look at it as a loss. It's actually a positive, always a positive, because you're growing and you're learning from different situations. Being able to say your truths is like everything, you know. Knowing you have problems, being able to say those out loud is everything. And you have to be able to say those out loud. Like, it, when I, and I'll kind of explain myself a little bit here. When I left Instagram, it's because I felt like there was a lot of fake relationshiping going on. I feel like our culture as a whole is kind of reaching this point where we're more so going through the motions. You know, social media makes it so easy for somebody from high school to be in your living room. Hi, Griffin. But literally, you know what I mean? And really, we're not all that close. It keeps us all a lot closer than we really are. Whether it's God, whether it's your faith, whether it's your parent, the way you were raised, you have to be able to know what is kind of real and what is that temptation. For the first, I'm 29 now, about to turn 30 in October. For the first 29 years of my life, I can say that I constantly struggled with that. Like, constantly. My whole life was a conflict, and I'm a Libra, so, like, I'm the scales, too, so it's, like, everything. My whole life I've been a liar, you know what I mean? My last job that I just, like, left, or actually I got fired from, saying your truths. My last job was selling loans, like, for mortgages. And I was the best person because my whole life, essentially, I've been like a liar. And I've been selling my whole life, so why can't I sell loans? You know what I mean? And it's really about what you do with your energy. And I want to just kind of say that because a lot of people know that and like, oh yeah, the secret, I'm going to do that. But like, Take control of your energy, take control of your emotions. Don't just think about situations and say how you're going to make things better. Do it, you know? Someone just kind of like say, I don't want to like waste a lot of time. I actually got a timer, 3, 4, and 5 minutes. I want to do like 7-minute things. I know I've been talking for a while, but I'm going to start the timer. Let's just run a quick 5 and then I'll stop. But essentially, whether it's God or whatever, whether it's that guidance for you, some people don't have religion. Like, I didn't have God in my life, and introducing God back into my life kind of made me see clear that like I could literally own everything material-wise that I like wanted my whole life, and it was nothing. Still empty, and you're still searching. There's things that we're trying to fill, or you're maybe trying to fill with different things, and like it's never going to be enough. It's never going to be enough. Like, it's never going to be enough. I just wanted to kind of say that. Whatever it is for you, make sure that you use that to be like your rock, you know, and hold yourself up, like, and be strong. Also, wanted to make this kind of light as well. So, wanted to get, you know, obviously, we all love women. I've been chasing women my whole life. Another truth. It's so funny that like, I will be talking to a girl and then like, be totally clicking with that girl, but then start talking to another girl. That girl will catch wind of it and then like get offended, and I'll be like, why are you getting mad? Like, that has nothing to do with you. I get it, and like, we're all human. That's kind of like my truth coming out there. I'm not saying, oh, I'm gonna fix it right now, but again, another truth. I wanted to kind of share things that I hear from women throughout the week as I'm shooting my shot. Because if I've ever hit on you, you know I shoot a great shot, you know? So the rejections are great. Met a great girl, beautiful, the other night. And essentially, I texted her yesterday to go get coffee or something. And she didn't text me back. I think I texted her at 8, you know? And she didn't text me back till like, well, that's kind of irrelevant because I texted her again at 8 p.m., like 12 hours later, and I was like, wow, like 12 hours with no response. Like, this is the first time I was today years old when I figured out I was curve ugly. Like, you know, like curve ugly, like maybe fake number or anyways. So anyways, didn't get a response to that. You know, gotta shoot your shot. But she texted me. I was up last night because I like rearranged my living room. I've been thinking a lot and really praying, really just meditating on everything and trying to be a better person, not just talking about it, being about it. You know what I'm saying? So I was up at like 2 in the morning. She texted me back at 2 in the morning, and after that like kind of snarky thing, because you know, like obviously men have feelings, whatever. Like I have pride. But she said, I might not reply, but that would never make me ugly at this moment. She had a lot going on, you know, but I should be patient. I feel like patience has been a reoccurring theme in my whole life. Like literally my whole life, patience has been a reoccurring theme. Like I've always felt like I deserve this right now, but I'm never getting it. When I was doing music, I thought that you know what I'm saying, should have been sitting on the floor at the Grammys instead of driving the 15-footer. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Vince Staples, Michael, Omas, Frank, everybody. Chito, wherever you are, I forgive you. I forgive you. All of it. You know what I mean? Essentially, this is the line I wanted to share with everybody. After all that, she's like, told me I should be patient. Said, I appreciate you. You are just not a priority at the moment. And so like, that's kind of, you know, the timer's almost out for 5 minutes, but that's kind of the thing that I want to get at. Like, know your truths, you know, like she told me the truth right there. Like she appreciated me. It's not like the shot missed, but I was just not a priority. Regardless of what's going on in her life, she was able to be honest with me at 2 in the morning. I mean, it doesn't matter really what time it is, but we have to be honest with ourselves. We can't be like this social media, you're getting it, but you don't really got it. Don't think that I came to social media to flaunt it. I did not. Because honestly, as I tell you this, I might lose it at the end of the month. And that's just, again, a truth on the table. From going from making like over 100,000 consistently for 4 years, living in Newport, buying a Beamer, to essentially just getting back to being myself, you know? Understanding that I didn't waste 4 years. I learned things and became this machine essentially, but I made, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars for somebody else. It's time to make it on my own terms. These are called Focus Fridays. I want to share with everybody, not just share, show you. When I was, let me turn around. When I was fucking in econ in high school, I imagined like my dream living room. Some of you guys might have seen this just in theory, like thought, but like I feel like I built my dream living room. If you guys know me, if you're local, you probably know where this is. Do not stalk me, please. But like literally there's not a thing that I could want. It's not a thing. Yes, that's a projector. We should do movie nights in the future. I'll plan those. I want to bring people together and like love and like push people's goals and do more. But before I end it, I dreamed about this before I had it. I went through a lot of pain. I didn't walk in high school. I didn't walk in middle school now that I think about it. I didn't walk in elementary school. I was literally tested every step of the way. And I'm just kind of saying like that don't give up. Don't give up. And even when you get it, or when you get the things that you wanted, the things, like it's not about the things. Make sure you're doing it the right way with the people you love. I didn't get that until a week ago. Bye.